Hey guys, I'm Anthony and welcome to Life with Anthony. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. I do appreciate your time. And to all my YouTube friends out there, what's going on? I hope you guys are doing well and continuing to stay safe. And I also hope that most of you guys, if you are still working, are back at work at this point. I know that a lot of people have gone back to work. I can tell by the flow of traffic when I'm going home from work. Alright, with that being said, guys, guess what? It's official. I'm a Dasher. I got my little Dasher kit in the mail today, and I thought I'd go ahead and make a video, open it up, and activate the red card. Now, inside here is a red warming bag as well as a red card. Now, if you're not familiar with the red card is a card that DoorDash gives its workers so that they can go in and place the orders and pay for it with the red card. Now, I hope that I never get those type of orders because they are more time consuming. You have to go get to the establishment, you go in and place the order, wait for them to make the order, and then get the order. That could maybe take up to 30 minutes of your time depending on the restaurant. But so far so good. I have not gotten those orders. I would have had to decline them anyway because I haven't gotten my red card at that time. But let's cross our fingers that I do not get any red card orders. Alright, so I'm going to open this up now and take a look at it, and then I'm going to tell you guys about my work week so far. I've already worked twice this week, Monday and yesterday, Wednesday. And I'm going to tell you guys how that went and what I made. I will say that I have already reached my goal of $100 a week. So, technically speaking, if I stick to that, I really don't have to go out anymore this week. Alright, here's the red card. Right here. And I'm supposed to go on my app and put these numbers in here. But I'm not going to do that now. But just so you know. And here's the bag. It looks smaller than it do when people show it on television. Not on television. What I'm talking about on television? on the laptop. But this is the DoorDash red bag. But to be honest, in the summertime, I don't think you need those things. I mean, how long is it going to take you to get from your food pickup to your customer? I mean, I have had 2 customers, actually 3, that I had to drive 15 to 18 minutes to get to them. One yesterday, and she only gave me $1 tip. I was through with her. She lucky I didn't know who she was because she ain't come to the door either. She was like, send it on the Grab. I was like, okay, because you lucky you ain't come to that door because I was going to side-eye you. But anyway, yeah. So let's talk about how my week went. As I said already, I've reached my goal of $100. I'm a little bit over 100, like $101 now. Monday was my best day out. Monday I made $65. I was shocked. I mean, I did stay out an additional half an hour from 2:30 to 3 o'clock. I mean, from 11:30 in the morning to 3 o'clock, but that's no big deal. A half an hour. I was already in the process of making an order or whatever, taking an order. So I did very well on Wednesday. I was at $65. $5 was a $5 cash tip, and plus the guy gave me a $3 tip on the app. So he was pretty good. He ought to tip me well. He lived in this big old house I had to go to. I was like, damn, what these people do, you know? But yeah, Monday was a really good day for me. I was like, okay, and I was highly motivated after Monday. I made 8 deliveries, and 5 of the deliveries were right here, once again, in my neighborhood. I'm beginning to think that I can complete my goal within my neighborhood, because each day so far that I've gone out, I've had a certain number of orders in my neighborhood. So hopefully that will continue. That will cut back on my gas. That will also allow me to take more orders because I don't have to drive that far. Once again, I have had orders so far each time I've gone out that were 15, 20 minutes away. I had one yesterday. I didn't know where I was, boy. But that was good. And now yesterday, Wednesday, and Monday, I was delivering in a thunderstorm. And I mean, lightning and everything, the whole shebang, boy. I mean, I was witnessing lightning streaks going. I was like, oh, Lord, I'm about to get the heck on up out of this mess, though. But I hung in there, and it stopped before I ended my day. But it was some kind of 20 minutes of rain and thunderstorm and lightning. But that's the things you go through when you are a DoorDasher or a delivery person. Yesterday, Wednesday, was probably my least money-making day. I made just $40, and it was my lowest tip day. I got just $15 in tips, and they were like 3 or 4 $1 tips, and the highest tip was one $5 tip. So it could be up and down, though, you know, to come off of a day like Monday making $65 and then go to a day like yesterday, Wednesday. That gives me, you know, a perfect example how it can go up and down. But I've made some decisions. One, I increased my goal because I know now that I can go out on any given day and make at least $50. Even if I have to stay out for an additional half hour, additional hour, from here on out moving forward, I am not going to finish my day until I make $50. That's the first thing. The second thing is I'm going to increase my drive time from 2.5 hours. I'm going to set up my drive time to be 3 hours instead. An extra half an hour is no big deal. I have often found anyway, the few days that I've been driving, that I'm driving anyway into that extra half an hour, so I may as well set my time to end a half an hour anyway. You know, and to give you guys a good example, I delivered the order and it was like 6 minutes before my day ended, and I got another order, and it was $11 for me to go to a Chinese joint and pick up some Chinese food. And it ended, the customer lived in my neighborhood. I have found that a lot of people in my neighborhood, or a few people in my neighborhood, will order things out in Levittown, which is like 10-15 minutes away, and then I end up bringing it here in my neighborhood, which I like. I like ending my day in my neighborhood. When I'm finished, I'm back in the apartment like in 5 minutes, so that part of it has been doing well. I also decided that, you know, 3 days a week is going to be it for me. You know, 3 days a week. That should allow me to make now, instead of my $100 goal, at least $150, a minimum of $150 now. So I increased my goal a little bit based on, you know, the few days that I've been out already. I think that is possible, because if I had $40, I could have done 2 more orders, which probably would have taken another hour and reached the $50 mark anyway. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, the next thing I want to talk about, and something that I discovered, is this. When I started DoorDash last Saturday, the 4th of July weekend, I was well rested. I had an extra day off from work, so I was well rested. I had Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night off. I was well rested. Now that I am back to work, let me tell y'all, it's going to be a struggle for me to try to go out during the week, because I am exhausted when I get off. I like to go during lunch, which is 11:30 to whenever time I end, 3:30. And to come home and try to get a 2-hour or hour and a half little snooze in, it's just not enough. I already am aware of that just by starting work this week on Monday, Tuesday, and I've been at work 3 days so far this week, and I can already say that that's not enough rest for me to go out and do some driving. So my plan is to focus on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. those are going to be my 3 main days to drive, because if I'm not working the weekend, I'll have plenty of rest when Monday come around. So I should be really in good shape as far as rest to go out and drive on a Monday before I go to work Monday night. So, and again, if I don't work the weekend, Saturday and Sunday is good to go. So those are going to be the 3 days that I'm going to focus on, and to be honest, I'm going to stay out there on those 3 days for as long as I feel like it, and as long as it's past my 3-hour point. So I'm not going to give myself a stopping point on those days, because those are going to be my best days in terms of how I feel to drive. Because Wednesday, when I went out, I'm telling you, I was like, I had to force myself to get up and go. But I knew that as the week go on, I was going to be more tired, and the days in this particular week in the pay period was dwindling down. So I forced myself to get out there Wednesday, and after Wednesday, I said to myself, okay, that's it. I'm just going to focus on these 3 days. You learn little things about what you can do and what you can't do when you do it. I mean, DoorDash is not a rocket science type of job, you know. It just varies on the pickup place and the customer place, and that's it. You know, there are no more variations in between, you know, for you to have a good day or a not so good day. But I will also say this to you guys, I am thoroughly enjoying it. I am really enjoying it, and I wish that I was in a position to do it a little more and feel better, but I have to take my safety and consideration. I don't want to be out there driving when I'm half tired after working a night shift. So, you know, but I've had the best customers. They have been so appreciative that I brought them their food, and I have not had a bad customer experience yet. But I will say, yesterday, my very first order, I was like right there again. It was like a little shopping place, and it was in a building to the right, to the left of the little parking lot for the shoppings. And I didn't even think to look over there, because once I got in the shopping area, the GPS said, you have reached your destination, you know. The route guidance will end here. And I'm like, okay, it's a lot of buildings around here. So I ended up, and then I read the directions, and it said leave on the in front of the door. It was an apartment. I mean, it was an office complex, really nice. It was on the 2nd floor. So I did that. I said, I hope that they get this food soon, because it was like ice cream. It was from Friendly's. And I did not feel comfortable leaving that food there. You know, I took a picture like DoorDash asked you to do, but I didn't feel comfortable. I mean, it sat on my mind for like 5 minutes, like, oh man, I hope they hurry up and get that food, because it's ice cream as well. But once that went away, I focused on the rest of my day, and again, that was my lowest day so far, $40, just $15 in tips. But that's the update, guys. I'm really enjoying excuse me. I'm really enjoying myself. It is something that I can see myself doing for a little bit, as long as I continue to reach my goal and go beyond. See how quick I increase my goal. And next time I see y'all, I'll be telling y'all my goal is $200. And somebody said that too, that I should move it up to $200. So maybe in a short comings, I will move it up to $200, but only if I can make it in 3 days, because 3 days will, you know, keep my gas intact. It will also keep the wear and tear of my car intact. And speaking of gas, I filled my car up, because this seems to be a topic that people are really concerned and talk about when they talk about delivery type jobs. I filled my gas tank up on Saturday, the day I started, before I started, and I did 4 days of door dashing, and I went to work Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, 3 days of work. I filled my gas tank up, well actually 2 days, because I filled my gas tank up yesterday after I finished, and I didn't think that was too bad. I mean, I was out for like at least 3.5 hours each of those days, so I think that was pretty good for my size vehicle. So no complaints there with the gas. And then when you look at it, I can just take one of those days that I did go out and take that, because it took me $26 to fill up, so that wasn't bad at all. So if I had made $40 and I took 26 out, well, of one day, I don't think that's too bad. Alright guys, that's going to be it. That's my DoorDash update for you guys. I'm going to activate this card in a few minutes and get me some lunch, and I'm going to call it a day. As always, thank you guys for taking a few minutes out of your day to watch my videos. I do appreciate you guys, and so far, I know I haven't been doing DoorDashing that long, but if it's something that you are thinking about it, I will highly recommend that you look into it and just sign up and do it one day. But the biggest thing that I think that makes the difference between you, and everybody else out there is your location. My location is great. I live in a small town. There's no traffic jams, there's no honking, no big city noise or any of that kind of stuff. It's very easy for me to navigate around my neighborhood. As I said before, a lot of my orders are in my neighborhood, so it really going to depend, you know, because I can see people getting orders like downtown and they got to find a place to park, and then they got to get in the office building somewhere. See, I don't have to go through all of those, any of those things, which makes my DoorDashing experience so far very pleasant and no stress at all. But I said I was going to be done for this video. I seriously am this time. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys the next time.